I asked ChatGPT and Perplexity AI on when the penny stock market will recover and for the hottest penny stock picks for 2024, and this is what I got. What you'll learn today is AI's take on the current state of the penny stock market, AI's penny stock winners that could surge this year, two in particular, and one of these stocks has a price under $1. And finally, you'll learn about what AI had to say about when the penny stock market will recover. Hi, this is Lynn. If you're excited about this video, give me an AI in the comments below. So let's get started. But first, remember, this is not financial or investing advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but giving you information that you can use then for your own research. Penny stocks are very risky, and I only invest money in them that I can afford to lose. High risk for high potential rewards. So let's go. Let's talk about the recent performance of penny stocks. Over the past years, penny stock markets have been crazy with big surges upward, most of them pulling back hard. But some stocks have seen some killer price swings, and some have the potential to do that again. So let's look at our first stock. Its ticker symbol BITF. It's called Bitfarms. Here you can see Bitfarms chart from February of 2023, and it had an absolutely enormous run up at the end of the year. It was over 162%. Then in March of this year, it finally hit a high and dropped really quickly. So those are the types of things you want to avoid unless you happen to be a short seller, which I tend to stay away from because there's no limit to the losses you can incur. So the company's expansion and its position as a low-cost miner contributed to its bullish outlook. With a production cost of $12,500 per Bitcoin in Q1 2023, and Bitcoin's potential price increase, Bitfarms was poised for EBITDA margin expansion. AI also identified that BITF could benefit from the halving event this year, and then could have a potential surge. This is despite the challenges posed by a halving event, which typically reduces the reward for mining new blocks. And of course, a significant rally in Bitcoin's price could dramatically improve Bitfarms' profitability. We've seen it increase quite a bit. The company's increased hash rate and operational efficiencies may allow it to navigate the post-halving landscape successfully. So let's look at our next ticker. Ticker symbol SBNY, which stands for Signature Bank. You'll see on this chart that Signature Bank stock experienced a big crash from about $70 down to just 9 cents. So it's now an OTC, and it stayed there for a while and was halted due to the bank's seizure by the FDIC. However, the stock saw a surge as much as 288% once it was opened up again for trading. This volatility was driven by speculative traders. Can you believe it? Despite the bank being in process of acquisition and having no remaining equity value. Amazing, huh? If you enjoyed this video, give me a like to let me know you'd like to see more like this one. The next one, to show just how much penny stocks can rocket up if they have the right news, is Solano Therapeutics. Its ticker symbol SLNO. It went from $4 1 year ago to a current price of $47 in May. So let's take a look at it in TradingView. So just a quick aside about TradingView, if you're not familiar with it, TradingView is fantastic because TradingView provides AI technology for stock insights and charting. It can also scan stock markets and analyze patterns. Solano Therapeutics is a biotechnology company specializing in treatments for rare diseases and saw an outstanding performance in 2023. The stock jumped by 1,727%. We would all love to have been in on that one. By December 27, 2023, following positive results in the therapeutic trials for its flagship drug intended to treat Prader-Willi syndrome. The market's response to potential FDA approval for its drug is what sent the stock rocketing upwards. I know I tend to keep an eye out for that sort of thing as well. This stock's moves demonstrate the high risk and potential high reward and high losses of dealing in penny stocks, where significant gains can be followed by big tragic crashes and vice versa. And these moves are often and usually, from what I've seen, driven by external forces such as regulatory approval, like SLNO had, market speculation, and broader economic conditions. Let's look at our next exciting stock. This is one that AI identified with the potential for this year, and that is ticker symbol NILIF, Surge Battery Metals Inc. So we'll take a quick look at its stock charts. This time we're in E-Trade because that it's an OTC stock. It's a little easier to see in a program like this. So you can see here, I've got my 25-day moving average, 50 and 100 set up. So I like to track stocks that way. And you can see its move over 2023 here, and this big run up in October, and it's pulled way back. So those are, again, super scary crashes that we have to look out for unless you're a short seller. So NILIF is positioned as the most high-grade lithium producer in the US. With the surging demand for lithium, obviously with all the electrical vehicles, this could mean a big potential win for NILIF. The Inflation Reduction Act, or IRA, is great for this company. So it was signed into law earmarking $70 billion toward EV and battery supply chains across the U.S. In 2024, 40% of critical minerals used in batteries are going to have to be sourced from North America or U.S. trading partners to qualify for the $7,500 credit. That percentage rises to 80% by the end of 2026. So minerals or components sourced in certain countries, including Russia and China, will make vehicles ineligible for subsidiaries. So also starting in 2024, 50% of battery components will have to be manufactured or assembled in North America, rising to 100% by the end of 2028. I'd love to hear more about those of you that may have invested in NILIF, and let me know if you see it surging again, because that could very much happen in 2024. So this is definitely an OTC stock to watch. Do keep in mind that OTCs are the most dangerous stocks for crashing. You can do a quick run up and then the investors jump out. So it's popular with a lot of day traders that like to buy a huge amount of shares. So let's look at AI's take on the penny stock market and when it might recover. Of course, the penny stock market is very easily affected by economic factors like the current inflation and increasing interest rates have had a brutal effect on these stocks when they have to borrow a lot of money to keep their operations going, and that money has gotten a lot more expensive. When interest rates pulled back, I know there's been some talk about cutting at some point before too long, but when that happens, that really helped penny stocks again to potentially surge. High inflation can negatively impact these penny stock companies, lowering their profits and driving their stock price down. What recent trends have affected the penny stock market the most? Overall economic climate has affected investor sentiment, driving them to much safer stocks versus the era when so many people were investing in penny stocks and interest rates were low. So AI models predict that penny stocks could see a recovery as macroeconomic conditions stabilize, such as GDP growth, inflation rates, and employment figures improve. This could result in increased investor confidence, driving up riskier assets like penny stocks. And AI pointed out that specific sectors like technology and biotech stocks could lead the recovery based on past trends. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe so you can be notified about our other AI and stock predictions. And make sure and sign up for our newsletter. You'll see a link in the description below so that you can be notified about hot stocks as the information breaks.